two big guys.
Clippers have a foul to give. Oh, it's swatted all the way to the other end, and it's picked up, and Bradley will score to end the game. There is still time. There's going to be time for Dallas. Point south.
Clint's a little sassy. Somebody got to get back at him sometimes.
And JT like dissed him in sexy back too.
Really?
Yeah. One of the lines he was like something about him not being on the charts.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah.
Like, but it didn't really.
It was
register.
yeah. And then Prince was like, "Sexy's been around. How could it be back?" Or something like that. It was just a lot of reoccurring conflicts that I never knew about.
What's going on?
What up, man?
We're back. Jump ball.
Another week with a lot of important, spicy events to talk about.
Let's go ahead and jump into it. The biggest event, one of the biggest events of the year. Your team was playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Patriots versus Eagles.
Yeah.
And the Eagles won. Philly finally got a championship, that fan base.
Yeah, final score 41-33.
How you feeling?
I mean, of course I'm mad, you know. But our defense, that's defense wins championships. And defense also loses championships. So, but we'll be back, you know. We'll be back next year. Easy. Hopefully with a better secondary. I know Butler's going to leave because, you know, I'll leave too if I was benched right before the Super Bowl. But we're going to come back better. Tom going to get his sixth. He going to leave. And that's going to be that.
So let's get into Malcolm Butler real quick. So if you didn't already know, Malcolm Butler, he's Patriots cornerback. He has been pretty good in the past. He had kind of a down season this year. Well, up and down. He was good some moments. I'm sure you saw this watching their games. But he was benched in the Super Bowl for Eric Rowe, who, in my opinion, is not on the same level as Malcolm Butler.
He got murdered the entire game.
And Belichick and Matt Patricia put him on Alshon Jeffrey, who's at one of the most, like, he's a big athletic target. So that's always the issue.
Right.
But then all these rumors came out about Malcolm Butler. Like, he was doing this, he was doing that before the game, which was trying to justify his benching. But actually, he didn't do any of that.
Anything.
Any of that. He just straight up got benched. Do you think that would have changed the outcome of the game?
Definitely. I mean, you have your best corner on that defense, arguably the best defensive player other than McCourty on that defense, and you bench him because it's a coach's decision to make better for the team. They got exposed. Got exposed. And I think Malcolm Butler, if you're not putting your best corner out there against their best receiver, they're automatically going to win that matchup.
I don't know whether or not, like, Malcolm Butler would have made that much of a difference.
We'll never know, though. I mean...
And I also don't know if the Patriots' defense was even good at all.
Yeah,
Because they had struggled all season. It just, once they were winning all these games.
Yeah.
In the first 4 games, it was like the first 4 or 5 games of the season, they had allowed like 300-yard passers in every game.
Yeah.
It was pretty ridiculous, but somehow they changed it around just to, shove it under the rug for a while. But they definitely got exposed in the end by Nick Foles.
I'm just saying, like, if you want to bench people, experiment it throughout the season. Not before the biggest game of the season.
That's definitely a good point. Nick Foles went crazy. I was really impressed by Nick Foles.
Yeah.
Because he was our backup last season, and he goes to play for Doug Peterson, who's former assistant coach of the Chiefs. So it's kind of they're running a lot of similar things over there. But I did not expect this in the biggest game.
Yeah.
You know, he's good at taking care of the ball, but he was making all the throws every third down, fourth down play, and you know that touchdown that he caught.
Taking phenomenal risks. Like, who else would have drew that play? He drew that play.
Yeah, and then so the sound bites come out after the Super Bowl, and he went up to Doug Peterson and said, "Let's run this trick play." They do the reverse, and he goes out and catches the touchdown on fourth down. And they actually ran that play. That was like a play from his high school.
Wow.
So that was the exact same play like he even ran. So I think he helped put it into the offense, which is pretty crazy. But yep, the Eagles, Super Bowl champions. Couldn't say I saw that coming at the beginning of this year. That was especially Nick Foles.
But not Nick Foles. And
They had a good defense. And you knew they were going to contend at least for the NFC East, but for whatever reason I saw the Giants being good this year, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But I've got a prediction for next year.
Okay.
Kansas City Chiefs will win Super Bowl 53. You heard it here first. What's today? February.
All right, I'm gonna put mine
7th.
too. February 7th, 2018. Let me get this. Let me get this on. You know what? Yeah, we already got it.
Yeah, we got it right here.
Okay. All right.
February 7th, 2018. The Chiefs are gonna win Super Bowl 53.
All right.
Patrick Mahomes, if he can, he's gonna replicate everything Alex Smith has done to make the biggest throws. Our defense, we're gonna retool. We got a new corner, and Kendall Fuller is gonna shore up that. It's setting itself up. We're gonna do it. That's next year.
Okay. All right. I have a counter for that. The Detroit Lions are gonna win the Super Bowl 53, and they're gonna beat Kansas City.
So the Chiefs are gonna make it? Cause I'll be happy with that. Can we get out of the first round?
I'm not. You do it your side. I got my side covered. The Detroit Lions, NFC, will win the Super Bowl. The city gonna go crazy.
I don't know if you want that. Like if we want to, you know, Detroit has had some issues in the past. You know, did you see what Philly just did to their town?
Yeah, I did. Our town is already jacked up like that though, because you know the riots. We never really recovered. You know, everybody going into the convenience stores and throwing stuff everywhere. That's regular. I mean,
they just went wearing the Lions jerseys. Didn't have the Megatron throwbacks on.
No, in all honesty, I would love for Detroit to win, but we are not ready. We are not even close to being ready. We can't even make the playoffs at this point.
Yeah, but
we looked good though last season. We looked really good, and then we lost some key games and just fell off the cliff.
They definitely had some good moments this year, but I really do think the Chiefs have a great chance next year. You don't think so? You're not buying it at all?
No. They're not making it out the first round.
Oh my goodness.
They're not making it out the first round.
Why?
All right, they're gonna meet in the. Yeah, they're losing to the Jaguars in the first round.
To Bortles? Oh, by the way, Bortles is gonna be their quarterback next year. There's no Kirk Cousins chance because Bortles got hurt, so they have to sign him. If he's hurt, on March 8th or something like that, they have to sign him for next year.
All right, let it be. Let it be.
Hey, man, the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl next year. I'm going to go crazy with my Patrick Mahomes jersey that
False.
I don't have on.
False.
Yeah.
False.
Come on now. I'm just spitting all the truth. But when we get back, we're going to get into the NBA. Football is about to be over, so. Well,
yeah.
It is over.
It is over.
Yeah.
Is arena football going on?
Who watches that?
I don't know. I don't. We'll be back.
I ain't never seen a. It is hot in here. Oh my
It
goodness.
is. It's a fan.
It's not hot to you?
Nah.
That fan is broke.
I would have brought mine, but it's a little too big to be carrying around.
Yeah, that'd been wild.
We back. Jump ball. All right, let's get into this Warriors Thunder game.
So, the Warriors and the Thunder played, was that the second time this season?
Yep.
And the Thunder got the best of them again. And it was easy. This time it was without Melo. Melo went out early in the game with a ankle injury. And Westbrook from the tip, he took over the game. Like, his intensity in that game was as high as it's ever been. Like, from start to finish, he was just attacking the rim. And when his mid-range jumper is hitting, you can't stop him at all. Because once Russ gets confident with his shot, well, I mean, he's always confident, but once he gets hot, it's pretty much over for anybody.
Right. Paul George had a night.
That's the defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
He's right there. He had 6 steals last night. He will lock down every team's best player and give you 30.
That's valid.
It's kind of sad that Andre Robertson is out for the season because I think this Thunder team could have been like really, really special. Like how we were saying in the beginning of the season before we saw how everything played out, like chemistry issues. But when you got a guy like Robertson, even though he's going to bring you pretty much nothing on offense, he's just as good a defender as Paul George. So you got 2 wings like that.
Man.
It makes it tough for any team that they play.
Okay, I have a hot take though.
Let's hear it.
If they do meet the Warriors in the playoffs, Warriors will win in 6. Easy.
That take is hot.
Yep.
That take seem feel kind of cold to me.
Think about it.
I mean, I think that's completely true. I don't know, like this Warriors team that's like playing right now, they're low key like because the Cavs are so trash. Nobody's talking about them, but I'm pretty sure they've lost 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 5, including a 30-point blowout loss to the Jazz and a 20-point to the Thunder last night.
Yep.
So they're kind of reeling right now. You know, Draymond is out of control at this point.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I think he just wanted to get thrown out of that game.
You think so?
What
was on for him to watch? Was, first 48 on or something?
I think he just wanted to get out of there because they're getting it handed to him. And, I don't know, once he got that first one, he's like, man, I might as well just get him out of here and get another one. He has like 14 technicals already. So,
how many does Durant have?
He's second in the league. I think he has 11.
Wow.
And it's 16. If you get 16, you get a 1-game suspension. I don't know after that if it's every technical after that you get a suspension too, but I have to look that up. Steven Adams was really good last night. I think he's a top 8 big in the league.
Yeah, easy. Just off strength. Like, he's probably one of the strongest bigs in the league.
Jimmy Butler actually said that he is the strongest player in the league.
I was watching him play against the Cavs, bodying up Kevin Love. Like, it was like, get off me. Yeah. Tristan Thompson, get off me.
His stats aren't going to show everything that he does on the court because a lot of rebounds that other centers in the league get, Westbrook is getting.
Yeah. A
lot of some other points, Melo is going to take some of those.
Right.
You got 3 guys who average around 20. But everything else, like he's the best offensive rebounder in the league. He's a good rim protector. Great on screen rolls. I don't know. That's just me. I think he's
really. I agree.
You know what else about this game? I don't think Steph didn't play that good, did he?
Not.
How many did he have in this game?
He had.
Because when I was watching it, like, Russ was actually guarding him most of the game, and that kind of surprised me.
Hold on. Steph had 21 points.
What was he shooting?
2 for 9 from the 3-point line.
He only took 14 shots.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess that was the most on the team. They just weren't getting up a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Paul George was chasing everybody around. Did you see... Now, here's one major thing in this game. There's been a theme all season. The refs. Now, Westbrook, if you're watching on YouTube, it'll be playing somewhere over here. Westbrook goes to the rim, slips. KD comes over to help, blows the whistle, foul on him.
Foul. I don't understand what he was looking at. I don't know if he was looking at the Jumbotron, trying to, find out where the nearest concession stand was after the game, or I don't know what was going through his head. But that was clearly not a foul at all.
It was one of the worst calls I've ever seen. Like, period, in basketball ever. It was really ridiculous. And the refs get 2 or 3 more of these on national television, one of these ESPN, TNT, ABC games. It's gonna get real.
Yeah.
It's gonna get real interesting, at least for next season, when the Players Association starts talking to the league. Because I don't know this for sure, but I would guess that technicals are probably up this season. From other seasons.
Technicals and ejections.
Yeah.
Skyrocketed this season.
But that's enough of that game.
Something needs to be done soon. 'Cause I'm getting tired of watching this every night when I look at a good game. The Warriors versus Celtics, Warriors versus OKC, OKC versus Cleveland. Poor refs. Something's got to be done.
Speaking of Cleveland,
I know there's a Cleveland fan listening right now. Not you though.
I know. I'm in here.
I think Kevin Love getting injured will help them. I really do.
You think that's gonna help?
Yeah.
Because I need any competent player right now. Anybody who can get a rebound. Anybody who can make an outlet pass, please.
I think it's gonna prove to them that he's not the problem.
Oh, he's definitely not the problem. It's just like...
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's gonna show them that he's not the problem. They'll be like, oh, it must be us.
Okay,
and then they're gonna start, trying to fix it within the group.
Okay, so trade deadline is tomorrow. There's been some rumors swirling around that JR and Isaiah are gonna get traded.
Isaiah? I thought it was just JR and Tristan.
JR and Isaiah.
Oh.
Now listen to this, right? So, JR's wife posted on Instagram this little, like inspirational quote or whatever. It says something along the lines of, life is gonna take you wherever it's supposed to take you, right? And she's like, when you get a couple of bad lemons, this and that, but you still know how to make good lemonade. This is what she said. You still know how to make good lemonade. You'll be all right, something like that. But the thing is, Isaiah's wife liked the post and commented under it and said, like, ain't that the truth or something like that. Something along those lines. So we could be over speculating, but this has been a common thing, like, all around, like, the deep parts of Cleveland Twitter that is trying to figure this out.
Man, I really do think that is not a coincidence. Everything happens for reasons. Instagram posts, likes, and comments. When was the last time you liked something that you really didn't like? Never. It was either a cute girl you seen, something funny, or something, nasty like a ankle breaker or somebody dunking on somebody. But nothing, you just don't like a picture or a video just cause. And you definitely don't comment under it just cause. There's definitely something stirring.
What do you think? So, Isaiah looks... The problem is the trade deadline is moved up, so pretty much tonight might tell if Isaiah's getting traded against the Timberwolves. I think that's what it's going to come down to.
I feel like that's unfair on him.
It is.
That's very unfair.
But the urgency is at an all-time high.
It's not... They're still number 4 in the East. Or number 3, I think. Yeah.
I know, but they're horrible. They're
number 3 in the East.
They just surrendered. I just watched this with my own eyes. They were up 21. And I'm watching the game. I'm like, oh, yeah. I can just sit back and eat this chicken. Just relax. I don't know how. It just happened so fast. Jonathan Simmons had 24 in the third quarter. All of a sudden, we're down 3. We lose the game by 10 points. And I'm just I shut it off with 3 minutes left because I didn't even want to see that.
All right, if I'm Ty Lue, I'm going straight Coach Carter mode. We haven't practiced in the library. I'm dead serious. Until that defense gets together and somebody wants to actually give some effort, y'all in the library practicing today.
There's no reason why they can't be 20th in the league on defense.
Yeah.
No reason, but they're dead last. People, every time you miss, Isaiah misses a shot, he just stand there. D-Wade think there was a foul, he just stand there. LeBron, he does that all the time. If you're going to give anybody a pass, it's him because he plays 40 minutes a night. But it does everything for the team. But people have got to get back on defense. That's the main thing. And that's something that you teach 5-year-olds.
Especially against those young teams, the Lakers, the Jazz, the Magic. They're getting down the court. You're going to have to get back or it's going to be a long night.
The sad thing is they think that they're just going to go out there and win. When
right.
A team like the Magic who'd won 16 games this whole season, all they have to do is play harder than you and they're going to win the game. And that's just really what it's come down to in every game that they play.
Right.
If the other team plays harder than them, they're going to win.
Right.
That's just where they're at.
Do you think LeBron is gonna get traded?
He's not getting traded. There's zero chance. And he actually said I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not waiving my no trade clause. So, but in a hypothetical scenario, there's no teams that would want to trade for a LeBron rental, or could. Yeah. The only team is the Celtics, and we know Kyrie's not having that. Yeah. He might injure himself just so he doesn't have to play with him for some reason.
I have a question though. Do you think he didn't waive his no trade clause because he didn't want to reward Gilbert? Or do you think he waived his no trade clause so he could stay longer?
If I'm LeBron, right now, I'm gone. I'm in Houston right now as we speak. Right? Because I don't want to. I don't know how he has the patience to do this with a whole bunch of old dudes who don't want to get back on defense. I'm trying to be the GOAT. And Isaiah is trying to get his max money. These goals don't add up.
Yeah.
There's levels. So, LeBron not waiving his no-trade clause, you can't really tell if he wants to stay next season. Because if it's this roster, he's not staying. But if it's something else, he could stay because he wants to be in Cleveland, finish his career. He always said he wanted to finish his career in Cleveland.
Yeah, Paul Pierce also finished his career in Boston for one day. So, I don't want to hear that.
They don't. You didn't get no farewell tour. They don't love you like that. Levels again.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Like, I think he does want to leave, but here's the thing: he is not, and I repeat, he is not going to the West. Best believe that.
That's the problem. That's why Cleveland looks like a high possibility to stay.
Yeah. He is not going to the West.
If the Rockets were in the East, I feel like he'd be there right now.
Raptors?
No, I don't.
Don't count them out. I'm just saying.
You talking about this season or like to get LeBron?
No, just to get LeBron.
I don't. That just seems weird.
It seems weird.
Because Kyle Lowry can shoot. DeMar DeRozan, I'm gonna still say he can't shoot threes like that, even though he can. LeBron can't really shoot. I mean, he can, but it's like the same thing as DeMar DeRozan.
Where else? It's either Cleveland or the Celtics. Or you go to the West with Houston and possibly beat Golden State.
That's why I think that they could beat Golden State with that team. But it would be really hard. It'd be really difficult. And then the downside is he didn't make it to the finals.
Yeah.
Or he lost to the Warriors again. It's just, we could be having all this talk and the Cavs still make the finals this year. Depending on how the second half of this season goes, you look like you saying no chance.
Something has to be done now. That's all I'm saying. Now.
Right now. Alright, so what we got next on there? Trade deadline?
Yeah.
So, Lil Will just signed an extension today.
Huh?
3 years. So he's staying in Clipperville.
I mean, that's a smart move. You got Tobias Harris. You got some good pieces there. That's his team. I mean, Austin Rivers?
The thing is he's going to make 2 times less money than JR over the next 2 years, which is crazy. Wow. So I guess that means he's not going to get traded to Boston or Cleveland. DeAndre, we still don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he goes to the Wizards, Gortat and Oubre and a pick or something like that. Then you got Tyreek Evans, who's probably definitely going to get traded to where, I don't know.
Jump ball.
We had some technical difficulties. YouTube, you noticed. But we'll pass that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the rookies. The Rookie of the Year race. At this point, there's really 3 people that are in the running for Rookie of the Year. Really 2 that are serious.
Oh, it's 4.
Who's the 4th?
Kuzma.
So we got Donovan Mitchell, Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, and I guess Kyle Kuzma.
Kuzmania! Sorry, I'm a Lakers fan.
I think he's an off-brand Jason Tatum. If we're being like,
no, Tatum is an off-brand Kuzma.
No, sir.
Yes.
Tatum is gonna be a Hall of Famer.
We'll see. We'll see how they do. We'll see how they do in the future.
Who do you think is gonna win the Rookie of the Year?
Easy. Simmons.
Ben Simmons?
Yeah, easy. He seems like he is adjusting. Well, he's already adjusted, being there already a year before, But he looks. He should be an all-star. This is making me mad because people label him as a rookie, which can't. I mean, he is, but he's playing some great basketball. He's looking like he could take Philly to the finals easy in like the next 3 or 4 years.
A lot of people are going to say that Donovan Mitchell is the Rookie of the Year. And actually, like, I think, if I'm being honest, I think Ben Simmons is the Rookie of the Year too. But Donovan Mitchell, he's more entertaining. And I think that's, like, swept most of the... I think the media votes on Rookie of the Year.
Right, yeah.
So it's, like, swept them. They really are, like, in love with his game. He's averaging, like, 23 rebounds and 3 assists. For which, like, that's not great stats where Ben Simmons is averaging, like, 17, 7, and 7. Like, those are really... And he's, like, the second option, main option on a lot of nights since Embiid's going to be out. Utah is not... I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're a fringe team where Philly, I think that they'll get in there because it's the East. But I just think because Donovan Mitchell is more entertaining that he might mess around and win.
Yeah, I do agree, but at the end of the day, Simmons is deserving of the Rookie of the Year. And Kuzma is deserving of being in the running more than Tatum. So.
Kuzma, you know, he's really up and down. His like, and I don't know, maybe it's just me like thinking about his ceiling too much instead of like the player he is right now. Because I think that he's going to be the same player for pretty much his whole career. I don't see a lot of growth happening with Kuzma. He's already 22. Like, he's older than Devin Booker, I think. Which, that's kind of crazy. But, where you got Tatum, he has, like, flashes where he's easily better in what I've seen than Kuzma. Why do you think Kuzma is better? It's because he has better stats?
Better stats. Played 4 years in college, so he's already developed. It's just in terms of adjusting to the league. And he's on the Lakers. So.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm going to say that. If we're talking about, like, projections and potential, who do you think, like, a sleeper is in this class to become, like, one of the best players in it?
I think Markkanen on the Bulls. That dude could play.
He's looked really good. I think he set the rookie record for threes in a season.
That dude is special, dude. Him, Chris Dunn, Valentine, they're gonna be. They don't look good right now. Zach LaVine, of course, I forgot him. But they're gonna make some noise in the East.
If they get a Mo Bamba, or maybe they mess around, get the number 1 pick, get Ayton.
Man.
Ayton and Markkanen, that could be special. Me personally, the sleeper is Markelle Fultz because you're hating on him. I'm going to tell you that right now. Markelle Fultz will be, how do I want to say this?
Traded.
We did forget to mention LeBron going to the Sixers, but we can talk about that next week.
Okay. I knew I was forgetting the team.
Yeah. Fultz, I'm going to give him till next season to get that jumper correct. If at that point next season, his 3-point shot still looks like a
Bill Cartwright free throw,
a 7-year-old at the Y or something, then we'll have to address it from that point on. But he has all the tools to be a really good wing in the league. And he's only, at the end of the day, like, if the season ended now, he'd just be a sophomore in college.
Yeah.
So he's still got time. Also, I think Bam Adebayo from the Heat is really good. I think a lot of people haven't been looking at him, but he can actually handle it. He can shoot it a little bit. Really athletic around the rim, good rebounder. I think that he's going to be one of the best bigs in the league 5 years from now. And I think that's why Miami has been shopping Whiteside, because they see what they have, and bam.
Yeah.
But if you're watching on YouTube, got this shirt on. RIP to Tim Hardaway Jr.
I think his funeral is on Friday at 11 a.m. Family hours at 10 a.m. Just come support Tim Hardaway Jr. and the passing of his career ended yesterday night. So
Giannis jumped over him, and this is no small man. He's 6'6" above the ground, and
dunk of the year, easy.
dunk of the year, no, zero question. I don't care what anybody else does.
Okay, here's where people are pushing my buttons. They're comparing it to Vince Carter in the Olympics.
Yeah. Do you think it's that good?
No,
I know
it's not. It's a great dunk. Don't get me wrong, but the ceiling for that dunk in the Olympics over a 7-footer,
and Vince Carter is 6'6". Dude, what's his name? Like Weiss, Frederick Weiss or whatever.
yeah,
Off the dribble, go over you like that. It's more like John Lucas, LeBron,
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Because LeBron caught the lob and went over him, but he's like 5'6".
yeah. But he cleared him easy too.
Giannis, he started at half court, started taking them strides. Chris Middleton throws up a terrible lob. He goes back to get it. And he doesn't even think about it. He just goes over Tim. When I saw that, I watched it like 10 times in a row, and it was just like sitting there like
I couldn't believe it. I had to watch it again because I thought I was missing something. But
it's definitely the dunk of the year. I don't know what anybody else could do to top that. They have to be like a crazy poster.
Off the glass windmill.
Yeah.
Over somebody and then dunk on somebody else. That's the ceiling for whoever trying to beat that dunk.
Yeah, because that was really, really ridiculous. But like I mentioned earlier, Porzingis tore his left ACL. That's really sad for the Knicks. All Knicks fans out there. He was having a great season, especially early on. People were talking about MVP. He was definitely in that conversation in the first 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
It's just sad to see another injury, which brings up the point. Should they move up the All-Star break? Because you've seen Boogie, Kevin Love, Porzingis, John Wall, all get hurt in the last couple weeks, like right before the All-Star break.
I think the fact that they started the season early too plays a part in that, because 82 games is a lot of games, and your body still needs to recoup from the last season, and I think they didn't have enough time to do that via the Gordon injury, all the other injuries that happened this season. So I think they just need more time at the beginning of the season, at the start, so stuff like this will happen before the All-Star break.
Yeah, so like they started early, which that already gave them fatigue.
Yeah.
At least some people. And then the All-Star break is always around the 50 to 60, like somewhere in the 50s in terms of games, where the halfway point, which is where they talk about the All-Star break as, is 41 games out of 82. And if it was at that point, it would have been like 2 weeks before all these injuries happened. I think that would help, because you don't want to lose all these guys. Like that's 4 All-Stars who are out 2 months to 10 months, just like that, all on LeBron's team. Which that team might be cursed. Any team LeBron's on right now might be cursed.
The Cavaliers are definitely cursed right now.
Yeah, I don't know, just some random thoughts here. What do you think? What do you really think about Isaiah's play in the last couple of weeks?
Let's just get this out the way. If you're not healthy, don't play. I don't care if you're trying to get back into the groove, slow grind, God. You're hurting the team. Derrick Rose is actually out there trying to help the team. And you're trying to help yourself get back into the routine. You can scrimmage. There's scrimmages. And I know they're competitive. Because it's LeBron James on your team. So I know it's competitive. Don't hurt the team when you're not healthy trying to get yourself back in the groove. Because you're hurting the team doing that.
I don't know if there's any other way for him to get healthy. But he's definitely been horrible. And I don't want to say that he's the whole issue because I like Isaiah.
All right, I have a hot take. I really don't want to say this, but this has been going on in my head. What if the Boston years was a fluke? In Sacramento,
he was good in Sacramento.
And Phoenix were the actual Isaiah Thomases.
Well, this Isaiah Thomas is the worst player in the league. So Sacramento and Phoenix was definitely better than this Isaiah Thomas. It's like...
Are the expectations unrealistic?
They are.
Okay.
Because a lot of Cleveland fans are just throwing him in there expecting him to be Kyrie from last season. When it's going to take some time. He's only 12, 13, 14 games. But he's pressing and he's trying to... He's going to miss out on all that money he could have made if his contract was just 1 year earlier.
Right.
And his attitude is wearing on guys. He's talking about people who don't play defense. They don't do that. You are the worst defender that might have ever existed in the NBA. And you're calling out the rest of them, which I understand because they're making you look bad also. It's pointing out your flaws on defense as well. But
put the Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas on the Cavaliers right now, and he'll play better defense than Isaiah Thomas.
Oh! Zeke.
Put him on the Cavaliers. He'll stop somebody.
Hey, maybe. They say he played a whole game with a broken ankle, which not possible.
I seen him on players only. He still got that.
Quick thing about players only. Shut that down immediately. Players only is probably the worst thing that's ever been created.
Why do you think?
It's horrible. Everybody on there, they're all... Well, I wouldn't say it's horrible, but...
Chris Webber.
The player's insight is essential. It's cool.
Yeah.
Cool to hear their back and forth. Reggie Miller's going to say some wild things.
Reggie Miller's hilarious.
And
dancing with the stars with...
Yeah, that's going to be cool. He's like, this is your Kodak moment. It's cool to hear their back and forth. But Dennis Scott... The guys they're not trained. They're trained to shoot threes and dunk the ball, not to be doing broadcasts and
not all of them took a speech class.
It's all out of sync. There's little weird transitions, stuff like that. The best players only the best part of it is when they're in the studio.
Yeah.
Not during the games.
Right.
Where they would need somebody like Kevin Harlan just to do the color commenting.
Right.
That part of it, but I don't know.
Yeah, but
we got anything else?
No, I think that's it.
I think that's gonna do it for this week.
NBA, do something about those refs. I'm not gonna keep watching these horrible calls on national television keep going on. Please do something about it. Please. Dang.
You heard the man. You can follow me on Twitter at IamDre2ice.
SoundCloud, AP the Great.
We out, Jumbo.